Hello there, Ray here, as well as PingYou, one of the ProtoTech members. Today we'd like to show you our AFK simple bridge builder that doesn't need an ocean. Using this amazingly simple device, you're capable of producing an infinite cobblestone bridge across every type of biome in the game except for the hellish biome, which is in the nether, since you cannot have water in the nether. You can use this to even go into the end dimension, as well as go across cold biomes just by placing a glass above this water source here to prevent it from freezing. So PingYou has jumped into the cockpit, and you can see him operating it. He can do this while being AFK as well. What he's doing is he has a bucket of lava in his hand, and as he moves forward, he's placing the lava onto this trapdoor down here, and he's placing it in such a way that he places it down, but he's not able to pick it back up until his character moves forward. Now once the lava is placed down, it will come over here and update this observer, which will cause the entire contraption to move forward 1 meter. As the lava moves over to the side, it'll also come in contact with this water source over here. This will create cobble, and this will cause a cobble generator as well as this bridge here. The way that we're moving the water source here is by using this armor stand, which has frosted Frostwalker enchantment on it. And the armor stand is moved forward 1 meter. It causes this ice to turn into frosted ice, as you can see, and then a short delay happens afterwards from this observer here, which causes it to move the frosted ice 1 meter forward. The Infinite Bridge Builder device is a combination of my previous two devices, which I have shown before. This is my simple bridge over water device, as well as this is my wave making device, which would frost over the water and then raise it up 1 meter. And we combine these to make it be able to make a bridge over top of the air. Now here you can see that we have a really compact style of getting frosted ice, and this is what PingYou came up with. Just by moving armor stand with inside of this block here, we can actually get frosted ice to occur over here in this water source. And you can see my lava dispensing device over here, where we have the player dispensing lava and having it move forward and the player picking up and resetting it down. And using these two devices, we're able to make this really simple device that can make infinite amounts of cobble bridges. So the way that you would operate this is you hop into this minecart. Now we use a minecart because the minecart's kept track of on server side, and that way even if the server kind of lags a little bit, the minecart is still moved with the server. And then once you're in survival, like you normally would be, you have a bucket of lava, and you can't really see the trapdoor, but there's a trapdoor down there, and if you right click on the trapdoor, it'll place the lava above it. And then when you move forward, your player will come in contact with this new piece of lava. See how it gets moved to the side here? And when it comes up close to you as a player, then you can pick it up again. So I'm just holding down right click and it places the lava source there, then it comes closer to my player and he's able to pick it up and place it back down on top of the trapdoor. This is an easy way to AFK and allow your player to slowly move the lava source forward. This is the same idea that I used in my AFK bridge builder that I went over the oceans with. So we did design this contraption to allow you to be able to AFK and build these bridges. To do this, you do the same thing where you're just holding down right click, but when you want to make it so that the game will remember that your right click button is held down without you actually being at your mouse, you have to hold and right click, then right afterwards you press F11, and then when your screen goes black, you lift up on your left or your right mouse button. This will cause the game to remember that it was held down, and this way you can AFK the system without needing to hold down any buttons. One of my viewers showed another way to do this, and I'll show that right now. So if you would switch, this works for window, but if you come in here and you go into your controls and you switch your right click mouse button to something on your mouse pad, then you hold down your mouse pad button. So make sure I get lined up correctly. Hold down my mouse pad button and then I press number lock, and number lock will disable my number key. Then I can lift up on my, like such as I did, number pad number 5. So now this way I am completely going AFK with my character right now. I'm not have any hands on my mouse or my keyboard, and my guy's automatically placing down lava. Now with this way of doing your AFK, holding down your right mouse button, you do have to be within the window for this to work. So if I would tab out of the window, then this would no longer work. But with the other way of AFKing, you can tab out your window and work on other stuff and still be AFK. Now this new one that I just showed you will also work in 1.13, where the old one no longer works in 1.13. So we designed this contraption to also be friendly towards lag. While you're going up across the world, you most likely will be flying this quite high to avoid other structures such as mountains and stuff, so that you can get a nice path without running into anything. Now we want to avoid any type of blockage of the sky axis if we could. So that's why we came in and we placed in transparent blocks such as glass, and slime blocks are also transparent so the sky axis can go through them. And we also got here is some more glass on either side. And we got a trapdoor in here instead of using like a slab or a stair like my previous contraption. And I liked using a stair in the previous one just because it's a little bit easier to aim, to know where to aim. But with this one, you'll get used to aiming just on the edge here. So with this design here, we also wanted to minimize the amount of updates occurring, and we didn't want to have a whole bunch of lava as well as water just streaming down over top of your world and causing a huge mess. So we purposely placed in some crushers, which would crush any extra water sources as well as lava source. Of course, lava moves pretty slowly, so it's not too hard to come in and remove the lava sources. With water, you can see updates fairly quickly. Now they have updated the version of how water updates, and we are currently at 1.12, so as you can see, once in a while, water source will make it past this crusher here. But if you would go in the current version, like 1.12.2, they have changed it so that water doesn't have random ticks, and therefore we can always predict exactly how far the water will come down. And then this design would work just fine, where it would come across and the water would try to flow, but then would be completely removed. This way you don't have to have any water sources running way down into your world, or any lava coming down, or making any kind of weird cobble down in the bottom of your world. So the reason that we designed this bridge builder is that I currently have some mobs over on the ProtoTech server that I need to transport over to a certain location, and these mobs cannot go through the nether dimension. So this is like our spider jockeys as well as our chicken jockeys. Since they're riding on top of entities, they can't go through nether portals. The easiest way to transport them, or the only way we can transport them, is through the overworld. So I'm going to make a bridge that I can transport the mobs through the overworld, and that way I can get them over to my base. And that's why we have designed this contraption. But you can use this for a number of different things, as you can probably guess, to move easily across over top of the world, as well as using this to build bridges in the end dimension. There's not too many components of this contraption, so it's pretty easy to build. As you can see, there's just some slime blocks here, as well as we got the water source up in here. Here's where the cobble would be generated, and we got a glass block to prevent any of the water from freezing. We got a sticky piston here. We got an armor stand back in here with some boots on, no matter what type of boots. And they have the Frostwalker enchantment. It can either be level 1 or 2. This observer is pointing into this block here, and we also have a glass block in the back here. To get the armor stand in, we just push in a slime block from the side once you have the armor stand in place. We got some more slime over here. We got an observer that is pointing over into this block here. We got another sticky piston. Then we got a normal piston over here, and we got another observer that is pointing into this block here. We got some more slime blocks here. We got a trapdoor which is connected to the bottom of that one. Then back here we just have a glass block as well as an iron bar, and we just have a minecart being pushed in over here. There's no rails underneath of this. So it's pretty simple, but if you want to have a world download of this contraption, I will provide that down in the description. It was a lot of fun building this contraption with Pingu, and if you want to, check out his channel, which I'll link down in the description. If you're not subscribed already, be sure to subscribe to him. He does a lot of slimestone inventions that are pretty crazy and definitely way out of this world. So if you found this interesting, show us with a like. If you'd like to see more slimestone contraptions like this, subscribe, and don't forget to comment. Bye-bye!